Welcome to Resilient Stoicism, where ancient wisdom meets modern life. Here we explore the timeless teachings of Stoicism, helping you find calm, clarity, and courage in the chaos of today's world. Join us as we journey through the philosophy of resilience and virtue, uncovering practical tools for a more mindful and meaningful life. Subscribe and embrace the Stoic way. Let's embark on this journey together. Dealing with toxic people is a challenge that everyone faces at some point in life. Stoicism, a philosophy that has stood the test of time, offers profound insights and practical strategies for navigating these difficult interactions. In this comprehensive guide, we will explore 10 Stoic ways to deal with toxic people, drawing from the wisdom of ancient Stoic philosophers such as Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. We will delve into each principle in depth, offering actionable advice and real-world examples to help you apply these timeless teachings in your daily life. 1. Focus on what you can control. One of the fundamental tenets of Stoicism is the distinction between what is within our control and what is not. This principle, articulated by Epictetus, can be particularly powerful when dealing with toxic people. Understanding the dichotomy of control. Epictetus teaches us that while we cannot control the actions or attitudes of others, we can control our own responses. This distinction helps us to conserve our energy and focus on what truly matters. Application. When confronted by a toxic person, instead of trying to change them, redirect your focus towards your own behavior and reactions. For instance, if a colleague constantly undermines your work, focus on maintaining your professionalism and delivering high-quality results, rather than getting entangled in their negativity. Real-world example. Imagine you have a family member who is perpetually critical. Instead of engaging in arguments or attempting to change their mindset, practice accepting that their behavior is beyond your control. Concentrate on managing your own emotions and responses, perhaps by setting boundaries or limiting your interactions with them. 2. Practice indifference to external events. The Stoics advocate for the practice of apatheia, which is not indifference in the modern sense, but rather a calmness and equanimity in the face of external events. This practice can be incredibly effective in dealing with toxic individuals. Cultivating inner peace. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes the importance of maintaining inner tranquility, regardless of external circumstances. By not allowing the actions of toxic people to disturb our peace, we gain a measure of control over our emotional well-being. Application. When dealing with a toxic person, remind yourself that their behavior does not have to dictate your emotional state. Practice mindfulness and meditation to cultivate a sense of inner peace that remains unshaken by external negativity. Real-world example. Consider a situation where a colleague frequently spreads rumors about you. Instead of reacting with anger or anxiety, recognize that these actions are external events beyond your control. Maintain your composure and focus on your work, demonstrating resilience and stability. 3. Use negative visualization. Negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum, is a Stoic exercise where one imagines possible misfortunes in advance. This practice prepares us to face challenges with a calm and resilient mindset. Preparing for toxic encounters. By anticipating interactions with toxic people, we can prepare ourselves emotionally and mentally, reducing the impact of these encounters. Application. Before a meeting or family gathering where you anticipate encountering a toxic person, take a few moments to visualize the possible negative interactions. Imagine how you will respond calmly and constructively. This mental rehearsal can make you more resilient when the actual situation arises. Real-world example. If you have a difficult conversation scheduled with a boss who is known for their harsh criticism, spend time beforehand visualizing their possible negative comments. Prepare your responses, ensuring they are calm and measured. This preparation can help you remain composed during the actual interaction. 4. Reframe your perspective. Stoicism teaches us to reframe our perspective on difficult situations, viewing them as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. This shift in mindset can be particularly useful when dealing with toxic people. Finding value in adversity. Seneca encourages us to view challenges as opportunities to practice virtue and strengthen our character. By reframing toxic interactions as opportunities to cultivate patience, resilience, and wisdom, we can transform our experience. Application. When dealing with a toxic person, consciously shift your perspective. Instead of seeing the interaction as a burden, view it as a chance to practice Stoic virtues such as patience, forgiveness, and fortitude. Real-world example. Imagine a neighbor who constantly complains and criticizes. Instead of getting frustrated, see this as an opportunity to practice patience and empathy. Use the interaction to strengthen your ability to remain calm and composed in the face of negativity. 5. Set boundaries. Setting clear and healthy boundaries is essential when dealing with toxic people. Stoicism teaches us the importance of maintaining our own space and protecting our well-being. Maintaining personal integrity. By setting boundaries, we preserve our integrity and ensure that toxic behavior does not encroach upon our personal space and values. Application. Identify the limits of acceptable behavior and communicate them clearly to the toxic person. Be firm in enforcing these boundaries and do not hesitate to distance yourself if the person continues to violate them. Real-world example. If a friend frequently makes disrespectful comments, communicate that such behavior is unacceptable. Let them know that if it continues, you will limit your interactions with them. This assertion of boundaries protects your well-being and reinforces your self-respect. 6. Practice self-reflection. Self-reflection is a cornerstone of Stoic practice. By regularly examining our own thoughts and behaviors, we can better understand our reactions to toxic people and make conscious choices about how to respond. Understanding your triggers. Through self-reflection, we can identify what triggers our emotional reactions to toxic people and work on developing more constructive responses. Application. Take time each day to reflect on your interactions with toxic individuals. Consider what triggered your reactions and how you might respond differently in the future. This practice can help you develop greater emotional resilience and control. Real-world example. After an argument with a toxic colleague, spend time reflecting on the interaction. Identify what specifically triggered your anger or frustration, and think about how you could respond more calmly next time. This self-awareness can help you navigate future encounters more effectively. 7. Cultivate compassion. Stoicism encourages us to cultivate compassion and understanding towards others, recognizing that their toxic behavior often stems from their own suffering and struggles. Empathy and understanding. By seeing toxic individuals through a lens of compassion, we can reduce our own negative reactions and approach the situation with greater empathy. Application. When dealing with a toxic person, remind yourself that their behavior may be a reflection of their own pain or insecurity. Practice empathy and understanding, while still maintaining your boundaries and protecting your well-being. Real-world example. If a coworker is consistently rude and aggressive, consider the possibility that they may be dealing with personal issues or stress. Approach them with empathy, offering support if appropriate, while still standing firm in your own boundaries. 8. Use humor and lightheartedness. Humor can be a powerful tool in diffusing tense situations and dealing with toxic people. The Stoics believed in maintaining a lighthearted approach to life, even in the face of adversity. Diffusing tension with humor. A well-timed joke or lighthearted comment can diffuse tension and shift the dynamic of an interaction with a toxic person. Application. In encounters with toxic individuals, use humor to lighten the mood and reduce the emotional intensity of the situation. This approach can help you maintain your composure and prevent the interaction from escalating. Real-world example. If a family member makes a critical comment during a gathering, respond with a humorous remark that deflects the negativity. This can help keep the atmosphere light and prevent the situation from becoming more confrontational. 9. Seek support from others. Stoicism does not advocate for isolation. Seeking support from friends, family, or a community can provide strength and perspective when dealing with toxic people. Building a support network. Having a network of supportive individuals can offer encouragement, advice, and a sense of solidarity when facing difficult interactions. Application. Reach out to trusted friends or family members to share your experiences and seek their support. Talking about your challenges can provide relief and offer new perspectives on how to handle toxic individuals. Real-world example. If you are dealing with a toxic boss, confide in a close friend or mentor. Share your experiences and seek their advice on how to navigate the situation. Their support can provide comfort and help you feel less isolated. 10. Focus on personal growth. Ultimately, dealing with toxic people can be an opportunity for personal growth. Stoicism teaches us to view every challenge as a chance to develop our character and virtues. Embracing growth opportunities. By focusing on how we can grow from our interactions with toxic individuals, we turn adversity into a path for self-improvement. Application. Reflect on what you can learn from each encounter with a toxic person. Identify the virtues you can cultivate, such as patience, resilience, or wisdom, and view these interactions as opportunities to strengthen these qualities. Real-world example. After dealing with a particularly challenging individual, take time to consider what you have learned from the experience. Perhaps you have become more patient or better at setting boundaries. Recognize these growth areas and celebrate your progress. The conclusion. Stoicism offers a wealth of wisdom and practical strategies for dealing with toxic people. By focusing on what we can control, practicing indifference to external events, using negative visualization, reframing our perspective, setting boundaries, engaging in self-reflection, cultivating compassion, using humor, seeking support, and focusing on personal growth, we can navigate these challenging interactions with greater ease and resilience. Applying these Stoic principles not only helps us manage toxic people but also contributes to our overall well-being and personal development. Embracing Stoicism as a way of life empowers us to face adversity with strength, wisdom, and grace, turning even the most difficult situations into opportunities for growth and self-improvement.